Hey, jeez. Welcome. Um, Today we are doing some coding, a little bit of programming. Uh, this is a very complex system here. It's been a while since building it, so we're gonna need to update every function in this file here because, or just update this one variable that is dependent on this function is dependent on. So um, each and every one of this function will have to accept an environment variable. Hey, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Never mind the singing in the background. Shower sings. So we need to accept an environment variable inside every one of these functions. I am so lazy to do this. I'm not gonna do all of these functions today because I don't have the energy. Don't have the energy. So I already did this one. I already did this one take, and it's the most important one for our off takes. So we're not actually running this project, so I'm gonna run now. We are using Comet as our browser. It's a very cool browser. It's an AI powered browser built by Perplexity. It's good for research. If you want to do some like quick research and stuff. So how it works is that um, where can I source candle? What is this? Soy wax in Victoria West, something like that. So that's it. Basically works like Atlas, but it came first, so I trust Perplexity. Also, a lot of researchers trust Perplexity. Their AI is pretty good. So I now have like some suppliers for soy wax, it's Candle and Craft, Exmo products, Candlelight, so I can go anytime to here if I can get the wax and stuff. So we'll see about that. Um, yeah, I'm definitely interested in this. As you know, I do create candles, so yeah. We have a bug. Alert, we got a bug. Yeah, this might the code is quite messy. Don't judge. It will get refactored by AI very soon. So our problem is inside our offtake service, which is the file that we were just looking at. Something is missing in here. So let's look for this Firebase that's missing. So it shows up in a couple of places. We'll match it exactly. So we find it in 3 areas that are not even related to what is happening here. So let's go look at line 21. So what is going on? It's line what? 29. I don't even see the Firebase. We're not calling Firebase anyway, like, so what's going on here? What was that? Okay, so the reason is that in our system, we need to be able to go to settings and then switch to which environment we want to test in. So we want to instantly, depending on who's logged in, obviously this is a developer account. Depending on who's logged in, they should have the capability to switch between test and production. The data is the same, but there's some data that we just want to, test with. We don't want to play around with actual data when product comes to launch, but yeah. So right now we are just adding this capability. So I'm gonna add a couple of functions to help us. I'm gonna update a couple of functions to help us with this new update. So this one has already gotten the update. All we need is to just pass in our string, which brings in either test or production. And then from there, we can, the app will know from which collection to pick its data from. So I'm gonna keep the structure the same. The last one is gonna be the env. The one thing that annoys me about this fucking functionality is the fact that it's not permanent. I'm doing a lot of work for a feature that's not even permanent. So it's gonna go soon. A lot of work for and it's been nagging me that I have to implement this and it's not permanent. But anyway, we're gonna yeah, we need to know which environment we're on. So here we are going inside. Okay, this is independent of that. Okay, cool. So this is independent. Wait. Oh, it actually is. It actually is because of the collection part. So yeah. So now we're gonna have yeah, we're gonna localize our collection path here. So I'm just gonna prefix it with an underscore, and then copy this little logic here, put it inside, and then we've got it mapped out. So now I gotta check, gotta test this. So, oh no, we can't connect these. Collection path is actually our string. Okay, cool. So we need a different mapping object here. So, okay, cool. Okay, so, oh, we already have it. Okay, cool. So it's collection path and prod collection path, right? So we need to ask if our env is a test environment. If it is, then apply the collection path, which is the original one. And then if it isn't, then apply the production one. So it's almost gonna apply production even if we don't send our value, which is a great failsafe, because we want to source our data from production from the actual database as much as possible. This is no longer a test application. So now that we know that we're gonna get our path regardless, we can inject our collection path here as it gets renamed to here. So now we can trust that whatever we do is dependent on the environment that we're in relationship to this function here. So yeah, gonna do the same for this one. Maybe might as well just copy this code here and put it there, and then take that. So I'm gonna be doing this for a while. Collection path. it's using collection path. No, because these are the same names. I don't expect to see prod path anywhere. Yeah, nowhere, nowhere actually. So if you know, okay, actually these two are the same, almost the same thing. Collection path and prod collection path. Okay, it's a little bit of some redundancy there. I'll fix that. And then are we done here? Yeah, we are done here. I'm gonna copy this. So now this is gonna be mandatory. All of our functions, wherever we call in this function, we're gonna have to now pass in our environment variable there. So so we are moving the costing here. And then let me just see if we don't have any chats. Okay, no chats at the moment. Oops, phone is jammed. Let's open up TikTok. I just want to see real quick if whoops. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I knew I had some chats. Okay, Fox, what is this? So this is it's a content management system for a actually, yeah, it's a content management system for farms. So it's a little bit of a hassle to explain, but okay, yeah, let's continue. Yeah, so this is for farms, and it's for when farms have like a lot of produce that they want to sell to maybe other businesses or small businesses and stuff like that. They can order from farms, and then it comes through the system, and this system is where all of that management is done. There's different roles, different people that go through. I can't disclose fully what is happening in the system, but it's for farms, and it's in between supply and demand between different entities, people who want supply from farmers. It could be other farmers as well that want supply. It could be a business, it could be an individual. So this is in between all of that. Admin is doing some admin relationship to whatever's going on there. So I'm the full stack developer of the content management system. I designed this in Figma, and I'm also developing it. So most of the data here is like mock data and stuff like that. Because we're still generating like we're still getting people on board and seeing if they're interested or would be interested in such a system. There are some people that are interested, but the problem is the speed of delivery. It's taking longer than expected because the logic is actually getting a lot more complicated. So I'm just cutting in bit by bit to not make like huge mistakes because yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of this thing. So I'm building it using Ant Design and Material UI, but those two design systems make it easy for me to like focus on the logic, backend. Well, there's not really a lot of backend config. I'm using Firebase, so it's like connecting front end with the database basically. There's also there's a team of us working on this actually, and there's the driver side of this. As you would imagine, if you're dealing with farms, you need a lot of items moved around. So there's a farmer side, there's a driver side of this system that's been built by another developer, and then there's the farmer side of this whole system as well. Farmers looking and tracking information related to their stock. Maybe they want to see how far the driver is, what's the status. There's what is this? AgroX also has to confirm the farmer profile. So we give them a farmer admin through the app so they can manage their own stock and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a whole ecosystem. It's been built in pieces by individual people, different people, separate people. We don't even see each other daily, but we are still able to still continue and work together. So, and that's the power of the internet and cloud technology and stuff like that. So it's been a very long time since we've built this. There's quite a lot going on. But yeah, if you like and subscribe, you might actually follow me and we'll see how far the system gets, and maybe you might get the gist of what's going on. But yeah, point here for me is to answer developer related questions. If you want to be a developer or you're interested in development, yeah, let's talk code, let's talk programming and see where the conversation gets us. Extension version, what is that? Okay, so inside of our offtakes, we are getting our environment variable. Let's see now. So I'm gonna go there and remove that console log because we don't want it at the moment. Optate.js line 78. I knew I shouldn't have saved anything. So we are missing that env here. I'm just gonna save it like that. User, how's it? Sorry, TikTok is not showing your name, but I do see you said brother on the comment there. Glad to have you on board. Okay, so it's gone. We're good. Gonna continue now. What's missing? We need to do, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, there's so much going on. Okay, let me close some of these files. Yeah, this is the one I'm looking for. Never mind. What's going on? Okay, there we go. Cool these. So now where we get that mode of ours, that variable of ours is over here. So you can see here when we getting our offtakes, we are passing in that mode, and that mode comes from system. And then this is where our console log is. This is what I was deleting. So system, oh, there's also Redux as part of this. We are using Redux for state management. I don't use it a lot, but what is this? It's useful for situations like this where you have a system level setting that you want global access to, and you don't know where to keep it. Don't want to use a React context. I don't know fully how it works. I always trusted Redux toolkit to handle that for me. So we're still on the off takes. So when we get our off takes, there's a bunch of other logic happening, which is quite annoying, and it contributes to why I was lazy to do this update. So what motivates me to do this update is that I can sit here with you and go through the process, this whole process of doing this. Don't mind the red lines. Don't mind the red lines. They're fine. It's fine. It's TS-lint. We are building this thing with JavaScript, but for some reason it's I think I tried installing TypeScript, and VS Code has been opening this project by default using TypeScript, and we're not using TypeScript here. So it has all of these lines saying that you are setting this as an any, you need to be strict with your types and stuff like that. So I'm like, nah, bro, not now. It's not needed now. So we are on off take. So when we get our off takes, we call this function, and then we check who is signed in, and then after those signed in, we do the necessary logic. So I've globalized my system prop, which is over here. We're getting it from our Redux. Never mind where we set it, how we set it, doesn't matter. Don't worry about that. And then in it, it comes with a payload, and that payload is what we extract the value from. So our payload in this case is our env mode that we want to use in order to check what's going on. So a couple of people have to make use of this, right? So for now, we are focusing on our PM. So for PM here, when they get okay, so PM is already, okay, we already did this. So there's also permission matrix as well. Oh my God, this thing is complicated. I can't explain it in one video. It's gonna have to be a series. Some functionalities I keep forgetting. So we are getting, oh, now we need to, let's grab this actually. We need to grab this and then go to our orders, because we also get orders, and we need to also check. I'm not using this, so why is it here? Oh no, that's AI. A little bit of AI code there, but we're no longer using it, so I'm gonna delete that. We don't need that. So we see you have farm details here as a component. So some components are thrown in their own individual folder, but some exist only inside a particular location, and that's because we only need it to exist. It's only going to be used in here and nowhere else. It's only going to be used in this page, so we're keeping it in that page. What does that mean? What does that mean? Ah, she's missing out. This is JavaScript, not 3D stuff. Okay, and then there's expanding components as well. If you know End Design, you'll know what's going on there. You can see we have version 2s. There's been updates happening. So you see we have driver assignment. I've talked about the driver side of this app, so we've got that. And then, okay, we found our page now. Okay, this is what I wanted. So these are the columns for our table, and this is where we already have it set up. Nice. Nice one. Oh, actually, it's already getting there. So order service. Consider. Oh, we're not. Are we putting it? What's going on here? Oh yeah, it's part of it. It's part. Oh, I see. So there's a fall. I did a fallback here just in case. So it happened that our env comes in as a null value, as undefined. So it threw an error, it broke the whole system. So I was like, nah, let me just do a little quick check here in default production if there's a undefined again. So that should be fine. So our orders now depend on it. And to do a quick test, let me make sure I save all of everything and that we are still okay.
It probably says we are exploring the city of sun.
It's the city of sun. That's what's going on here. Okay. City of sun is the city where we do code, we learn, and we grow.
Oh, so that's the name of the
Yeah.
tribe.
Yeah.
So,
I'm romanticizing the process.
oh, my bad.
Okay, so we are in test mode. You can see by this little indicator, it's orange. And then you can navigate to settings, and then we go to production. It's going to reload the whole app. And then let's go check our orders now. We should at least have a bug or nothing. So we have purchase orders. We're looking for direct orders. Great. So direct orders, there's nothing coming in. And that's because we don't have live data in our database, you see. You have you can like Netflix and then connect the USB to it. It's possible though. What?
No, it's fine.
Can what?
It's okay. It's in my phone.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we can see that it's changed to green now. We are in the live mode of the application. So I'm gonna go back to settings, and you can see that our direct orders are empty. Gonna go back to test, gonna save, gonna reload, and this is a user specific setting. So if I were to give you the URL and then you join or sign in and switch the environment, it's only gonna it's context aware. So gonna go back to orders. Purchase orders is not affected. They're not affected by this feature. So we have direct orders now. They should be coming in. Give them some time. Oh boy. Nothing in our direct. Why? There was data there. And there's no error there. Come on. Okay, something is not working right with the direct orders. I'll have to look into them. But let me just make sure if it's actually them, because they do sometimes take time to come back. Okay, there's no data. So let's go back to prod. Yeah, the internet is a bit slow. I wonder if that's gonna have an impact. Because I would assume the purchase orders should get the direct orders should arrive same time as purchase orders. And even if they're after, then it should show that it's updated, right? Okay, so something is not right with our direct orders. Let me go have a quick look at the orders here. So unchecked. Nothing. Yeah, we don't have data on our orders. All right, so let's explore a bit more on the order side then. You can see this get purchase orders here. So we did not implement that env functionality, of which it's as simple as copying and pasting here. And we can pass this in even if we don't need it now. Then I'm going to destructure it when we get into the order service and utilize it since it's ready to use here. Expected 0, but got 1. It's fine. It's fine. We're just preparing the function for the functionality. How long did it take for you to build this? It's been months, man. It's been months. We have been working on this for a very long time, and there's been delays. Actually, it should have been launched a while ago, but there's been delays. We have very understanding clients, and they've been very accepting of the delays and the time it's taking right now, considering the amount of people we have on the team. But it's been a while. It's been a while. I would say about how long? A year? A year and a half, maybe. How long have I been busy with Algorithms? It's Jablani.
It's been a year.
Yeah, in a couple of months, yeah. So it's a challenge of commitment basically on this, but the system itself, once we're ready for launch, we find that there was this feature missing. There was this leak in the data, some optimizations needed to happen and stuff like that. So we end up just, okay, wait, let's not launch because we actually need this. Spend some time implementing, doing the work, refining, and then getting it to work. So now I'm just testing, I'm just checking what's going on with our orders here, because I do think we have some data in our database. So this is where we get our orders. Maybe it's bugging out. Okay, let me just peek into it and see what's going on when it calls the get orders function. So yeah, we have test, right? There they are. Now they're showing. Now they are showing. So it's a performance issue with our direct orders. I can't actually tell how many entries are coming in, but I would imagine it's a lot of entries. It says 41 here, but I think it's just counting purchase orders. No, okay, so it's 41 total orders that are coming in. So there's a performance issue here with this data here. So, but it is working. We are in test mode and it's working. And I didn't even touch any code. So I'll switch back to prod and we'll see what shows on the console log there. So we're gonna go back to our orders. You see production. You see, this is the undefined that I was talking about. So sometimes it comes in with this. And when that happens, it throws a bug, like the whole thing shuts down and it's a problem. So we are in production, there shouldn't be any orders. So there's 0 of them, right? Cool. Okay, I'm gonna keep it in testing so I can continue with the actual coding. Let me just wait a while. Okay. So it's working. It's just a performance issue with our direct orders here. So I'm gonna continue with the implementation of our env for okay. So we are on order service now, and I think on the orders page, right? Yes, on the orders page, we are already passing in our function. I'm gonna put the service file on this side so we can look at the page both each on one side. I'm looking for the purchase orders. Get purchase orders v2. Just click on it. Right. So we are already receiving our variable there. So now we need something similar to this, but for our purchase orders. And then as well as I'm gonna declare another one, and then we'll optimize this later. Purchase env map. It's a long ass name. I hate it, but ain't got no choice. I gotta know what it means, whatever this is. So our purchase orders version 2 prioritizes test first, and then only second I'm gonna prioritize production. So I'm gonna use the prod. Ooh, whoever's gonna get this project, yeah, it's gonna have his hands full. And then I'm gonna replace this declaration here with this variable with this one here, and then we've got our dynamic we are able to change now, source our data from different environments. So the data should be the same across environments. It shouldn't be different. If anything happens, maybe created that doesn't exist, then it's going to be a problem. What did I do wrong? Cannot be structure of as it's undefined. Oh yes, I didn't save this file. So I'm seeing it, but I didn't save it. So the compiler doesn't know it exists. It just sees me destructuring something that doesn't exist. Okay, perfect. So our purchase order should be affected now, right? Yes. I'm gonna switch to prod because we're in test, and we'll see what happens. Ah, okay, so the data is different. In between our purchase order somewhere, somehow, or something else happened because we are in production. The data should be the same, like I said, so I'm not surprised that we still have the same, almost the same number of purchase orders. Okay, it's gonna work. Coolsies. So that's all test data still. Looks like it. Let's go back to test. No, this is JavaScript. This is just pure JavaScript, no TypeScript. So yeah, pure JavaScript. We don't have offtake, so we do have orders. Yes. Yeah, it's a time thing for our orders. They take a long time before they come in. Record fulfillment. It's not a function. I don't even know what that is. The hell is that? What is that? So if true for a Boolean attribute. No. Code. This is a DOM level error. What is 487? 487. Jeez. Yeah, this is a DOM level issue. Okay, yeah, so just gotta do this and then we're good. So if fulfillment it doesn't exist, we're not gonna render anything here. But if we don't put a question mark, then we are sure that we're gonna get a data point at this point. And as you can see, it's not always guaranteed that there will be data. So we need to always say maybe there'll be fulfillment, maybe there'll be a name. Cannot use in to search for delegate. That's another relatable. That's a Redux error. Client is offline. Oh, I'm having internet issues. Yeah, it's fucking buggy because of the situation. These things I'm offline. Actually, this doesn't belong here. If it is, then we're gonna assign the value, but if it's not, then just gonna default to production. Yeah. Actually, it doesn't matter if it's test or not. It just needs to exist. Yeah. Just checking if it exists. Lozi has been talking. Sure, Lozi. Shucks, do you cook projects with Python by any chance, particularly data-related stuff? I need a professional mentor, running solo can be daunting. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true, man. Unfortunately, I'm not at the moment. Not looking at any Python related projects, but I think after this one, I'm gonna start hitting on AI related stuff because I'm also in design. So I'm looking into MCP servers, how to connect your design system with AI, Claude, and things like that. So maybe I might build apps for AI in relationship to all of that. But yeah, it is interesting. To use AI with that stuff. But for data related, if you're talking about data science, data mining, all of that stuff. But yeah, that's a lot more complex. It's a lot more complicated. You're gonna have to be very specific and disciplined in learning all of that because it grows with like the more AI develops, the more it grows. I think I'm offline. So yeah. We'll see. Yeah, bugs are gone. Now it's empty. Yo. It's like, yo, these bugs are coming out of nowhere. I was like, hey, something is wrong. Yeah. I never touched there. Yeah, but something is wrong. Yeah, we can assign drivers to these areas, and then we can view the driver themselves and their information. Shouldn't be this slow. It should not be this slow, bruh. No. It's because I'm streaming to TikTok and YouTube at the same time. Come on. Yeah, I think I'll have to take a break. I have to call it a night because this is not working. It's streaming, but I'm looking at TikTok here and it's jammed, stuck. Yeah, I think I'll call it a night. Yeah. So I did purchase orders today. That's good. I'll take it. I'll take that. Let's put a step ahead. I won't do purchase orders next time I see this application. So that's good. Okay, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Follow on TikTok. Like and subscribe on YouTube for more content like this. I'm also a gamer, guys. We'll be live for some gaming sessions as well. So yeah, don't miss the episode.